Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to share with you a significant event from my past. So, in 2016, I was studying at university to be a primary school teacher, and realized that I was feeling quite bored with my life at the time. So, I was enjoying what I was studying, but I didn't feel like I wasn't really getting excited by a lot of things, and I was just feeling quite bored. So I spoke to some friends and family about this problem, and I thought about some things that I could do to make me feel better about this. And after some time of thinking, I decided that I would go and I would study overseas. And when I thought about this, I felt scared, but I felt excited about it as well. So there were some mixed feelings there. So I had to do a lot of planning. I had to save lots of money. I had to buy new clothes because it's quite cold in Sweden. And then a few months later, I was ready to hop on my flight to go to Sweden. So at the airport, I remember having to say goodbye to my mum and dad, my sisters, and also my twin brother. Now, I had not spent more than 2 days away from my twin brother in the 24 years that I had been alive for. So that was probably the most challenging thing I was going to experience, was being away from my brother. So I remember saying goodbye to him, and we don't really say like, oh, I'm gonna really miss you. So we kind of just gave each other a half hug and looked at each other like, we'll be all right, we'll be all right. So I got on the plane, and I remember feeling really strange, like that it was almost like a dream, like this wasn't really happening. And then I spent 28 hours on planes to get to Sweden because it's so far away. And I landed on my own in Sweden, and the pilot said something in Swedish, and then he said in English, "Welcome to Sweden. The temperature outside is minus 14 degrees." And I just looked thinking, oh my gosh. So the doors opened to get out of the plane. I remember the wind came in, and I was like, and I wasn't prepared for that sort of weather. And I took a few steps down the stairs, and the first step I took on the ground, there was a sheet of ice covering the floor, which I didn't notice. So as I took my first step, my shoes, I wasn't prepared with great shoes for that weather. And as I took my first step, I slipped and fell on my back. And I remember looking up at the sky as snow started to fall on my face. And that was the first step I took in Sweden. And I remember thinking, this is going to be a challenging 6 months.